The movie that I chose to watch is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. And I'm going to be explaining how exactly the gospel is portrayed in that movie. Now, I know that a lot of people will be thinking, like, what? There's no story of Jesus and Harry Potter. J.K. Rowling was an atheist. She didn't intend that in the stories at all. And I know that a lot of people may see Harry Potter as very unchristian, but to me, it's a beautiful story of the gospel if you really look at what's going on. And just because J.K. Rowling was an atheist, is an atheist, does not mean that her story is not related to the great story, the gospel. There's a reason so many stories relate to Jesus, is because his story is the great story. And Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone begins with Albus Dumbledore, Rubius Hagrid, and Professor McGonagall dropping off a little baby at the doorstep of the Dursleys. And we come to find out that this baby is Harry Potter. And he lives his life feeling so broken, so lost, so poor, so incomplete. And he's told that he's nothing his whole life. He's told that he's nothing. He has nothing, will never be anything in his life, and he's led to believe that because that's all he's ever been shown. Until one day, a mysterious letter appears, and against the Dursleys' wishes, through many failed attempts, he gains access to the letter and finds that he has been chosen to be part of Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Through the help of Hagrid, he goes on to see that the broken, lost life that he's led is not who he is at all. In fact, he's a wizard. He has so much more in the world to be offered to him than simply what he's been led to believe. And when he goes to the Gringotts Bank, he finds that his parents, even though he never knew them, he never had any relation to them whatsoever, they left him with more fortune than he could ever imagine, more gold than he could ever imagine, more happiness available to him than he could ever imagine. This man, this boy who felt so broken, poor, and lost his whole life realizes that even though he felt that way and didn't realize it, people were watching over him and caring for him. And in the same way with us in the gospel, we can live our whole life feeling so broken and so lost, so sinful, and not even know it, until one day we hear about this man named Jesus Christ who died on a cross for us, who raised from the dead for us and gave us a chance to have life. And even though we didn't know it, even though we had no idea about him, he loved us. And awaiting us if we just accept his love is so much grace, so many treasures that we can't even imagine if we would just accept his free gift of love that he's offering us. So that's how Harry Potter portrays the gospel, and I know many people may not see it that way, and if you keep watching the movies past the Sorcerer's Stone, the story opens up so much more as to, in the same way with Christianity, it is the love that we experience of Christ. It's the love that Harry experiences from his parents that saves him from so many persecutions and so many adversaries and evils that he faces and allows him to defeat them all. It's that powerful love that allows us to do so many things. That's the gospel, and that's the story of Harry Potter.